Wander lieb ich für mein Leben, lebe eben wie ich kann. Wollt ich mir doch Mühe geben, passt es mir doch gar nicht an.
Dear Diary, with a heavy heart, I must inform you of a sad happening that has taken place. You see, my darling diary, there is this person who has deleted himself. How do you ask does one delete oneself? Well, I do not know, my darling diary, but it is almost as if he pressed a magic button and disappeared. Let me start from the beginning, for I do not want to confuse you. You see, there was this person that lived in a house on top of a hill. I, Anastasia, have eyes like a hawk and was able to see this person from a distance. And a huge distance it was. I performed routine observations of this person, recording his going out and coming in, his conversations with strangers, and most of all, his moments of solitude. What is it, darling diary, that you ask? Why am I going to such great lengths to observe this person? I cannot and will not answer that question. It is a secret no one can know. Anyway, one day as I was carrying out my daily observations of this person, I noticed that the blinds to his house were pulled down. I assumed it must be some sort of temporary setback. Perhaps in a few days the blinds would be lifted. I waited and waited, but nothing happened. I soon became very impatient and irritable. Why were the blinds still closed? Did something happen to him? Was he kidnapped? Or maybe murdered? Or perhaps he was taunting me with his lack of presence. Soon my routine observations turned into a form of desperate anxiety. One day, I could not take it anymore. I decided to visit that house. I knocked loudly on that door, but nobody answered. I knew he was inside. Why won't you answer me? I cried out. I kept knocking and knocking until my knuckles became bloody. I am bleeding because of you. Look what you have done to me, I shouted. My screams were ignored. Now my desperation turned into anger. I picked up a brick and smashed the window. I crawled to it, only to land on a floor covered with broken glass. My feet were bleeding, but pain was not on my mind. Come out, wherever you are. Come out, darling. Come out from where you are hiding, I shouted. I looked all around, but he was nowhere to be found. It was almost as if this person deleted himself. Why would he want to completely erase his existence like that? If he ceases to exist, then I will be unable to continue my observations. Could it be possible that he realized that he was the subject I was studying? Or maybe his disappearance was a sort of punishment to me. Anastasia does not like to be punished. Not knowing the reason for this deletion, was slowly starting to eat my insides. I then felt something move behind me. Could it be him? I turned around and saw nothing, but I felt a gentle draft blowing within the house. I began to feel very confused. Each time the air blew my hair back, I felt his presence again. I then came to a startling realization. It was air that I was in love with all this time. I never knew that air could have such an impact on me. I left the house in a strange kind of trance. I was so sure this person existed. He seemed so real. Perhaps he was just a nowhere man all along. A nowhere man that existed in air. How I was able to see him, I'll never know. This strange bond that I feel for this nowhere man leads me to believe that there are some unexplained forces occurring in this world. Either that, or maybe I have fallen too deep into the black hole, and I am unable to climb out. Anastasia.
Schöne alte Lieder weiß ich in der Kälte ohne Schuh. Draußen in die Seiten reiß ich, weiß nicht wo.